What's up, people? It's your man, Herb Beloved, coming from your mama's basement. Okay, let's get right to it. I'm a little confused, just like a lot of you are. Now, I know a lot of fans say, well, you know, Urban is a win. You know, we won 3 in a row. It's a good thing. You know, hey, I'm hyped. I'm excited. Well, I said before in one of my, a lot of my videos, I stated that as long as the Lakers come out and play, I'm happy with it. I don't mind if they win or lose, as long as they, you know, solidify that, you know, draft, you know, the draft pick. I'm not really big on the draft this year. I know a lot of people preparing themselves for Lonzo Ball. Me personally, I said before and over again, we should just be patient and play with the players we got and just add veterans, real solid veterans around the young squad. Put people in places and positions that we really need help at. The center spot right now is the most weakest link. I think the Lakers need a mentor among this team to actually put a fire under their butt. Because as you can see, the Lakers can play when they want to play. The worst thing about the Lakers is their defense. It's always been a defense, and that's because of lack of communication and breakdowns. You know, back then, you know, we didn't, you know, before teams scouted us, you know, when we went 10-10, you know, nobody expected us to go 10-10. You know, when we first started off, teams didn't really explore our weakness, you know, the interior defense. Then once they explored the weakness of our interior defense, they started going inside out. And what I mean by that is this: they'll throw the ball down low, or they'll penetrate, get to the paint. The Lakers defense will all crash the paint to help out their center or whoever's playing in that position at the time when that, you know, opponent goes to the basket. And that leaves the perimeter wide open. That leads to easy shots. Then eventually, you know, and it just went back and forth, you know, perimeter to the interior. They were the main two weakest links in our, you know, in our defense. But with that being said, Magic Johnson come aboard. Magic Johnson said in 2000, I think, was it 2013 or 2014? He said the Lakers should tank. You know, Lakers should lose every game to, you know, to solidify a draft pick, so they can basically get that pick in order to make a trade for a superstar. Now, Jim Buss and Mitch Kupchak are fired. Enter Magic Johnson and Jeannie. With this being said, I'm a big Magic Johnson fan. Well, not as much as I used to be when I was a kid growing up. I idolized Magic. But I have to look at this situation and say this. This is the most stupidest, god dang it, it's just freaking retarded. I'm sorry to blow your ears out, but it's freaking retarded. And I'm going to tell you guys why. Now, I said I didn't mind them losing or winning, you know, if it meant something. But here's the biggest problem about this, and why I'm so frustrated. And I'm looking at this game. I was going to do a visual video, and I said, heck no, I'm not doing a visual video, because I was throwing stuff around. I threw powder all on my face like I was smoking crack while sniffing dope, whatever you want to call it. I was so freaking frustrated. But anyway, I'm upset right now, and the reason why I'm upset is this. You know, fans say, well, Urban, they won 3 in a row. But if you look at who they beat, that don't mean nothing to me. Okay, let's look at Memphis. Memphis, number one. Memphis been struggling since Gasol went down. Even though we beat them previously when they had their whole squad, and then one game that they won when Tony went off. Okay, but that doesn't mean anything to me. When Tony Allen went off, that doesn't mean anything to me. Okay, that's back in the days. They won that game against Memphis. All right, they could have won a game against the Wizards, right? And I'm saying in my mind, like, what is our goal? I mean, we're not going nowhere, so what is the point of winning all these games towards the end and we still lose our pick? So there's a difference if we had a protected pick. It didn't matter if we win or lose then. You know what I'm saying? These last couple games, because we still get a protected pick. The problem with this is this. You're this close to getting a chance to get a top 3 draft pick, and you go and win 3 games in a row. That is the most stupidest, mind-boggling thing I ever seen in my freaking life. And I know a lot of people say, well, we don't need Lonzo Ball. It don't matter if we get Lonzo Ball. I'm not even worried about that. The point is, at the end of the day, we have a chance to get a top lottery pick. Whatever we want to do with him, we can get a lottery pick and trade him out to another team for a superstar. We can do other things. We already got, listen, people keep talking trading D'Angelo Russell, trading Jordan Clarkson, you know, doing this and that. And I'm saying Julius Randle. I'm saying, why? When we get a draft pick, we could trade the draft pick for a top player. You know, we already know what these guys can do. A couple more years, these guys gonna be freaking, they're gonna be pretty good. You see it. It's just the whole thing that like this younger squad need to work on is defense. You can teach defense, but you can't teach skill set. Offense, you can't teach that. That comes with the player, the character. You cannot teach that. You know, these guys just need that motivation to go to the next level. And you see it, they got it. They just need a mentor to push them. And I'm sitting there saying, like, you're winning 3 games. You beat Sacramento. There's nobody on Sacramento that's good. Let's be real. I mean, you might have Steins and Buddy Hill, Buddy Fields, whatever his name is. I don't care about god daggone what his name is. I'm just like saying, like, wow, why win these games when they're meaningless? They're meaningless games. Freaking Greg Popovich outcoached you. Y'all knew that Greg Popovich basically was going to one of the sitters players throughout these last couple games. He usually sitters players and rest them. But because everybody's in an uproar, you gotta play him because I spent $50 million to come see him. You gotta play him. Look, they can be smart and just play the 13, 14, 15 player. What can you say? They can let him play 1 minute. What can you say? You can't say them. It's a business. They want to make sure their players are healthy going into the playoff. That's the most reasonable, common thing to do. You want to make sure you win a big thing. Forget about the last 5 or 6 games or whatever. It don't matter. You know, who come to really see them games besides, you know, diehard fans who wear the names and all that written on their chest. They just break out and just can't help themselves. Anyway, I'm not knocking them fans. I mean, but it is what it is. I'm sitting saying to myself, like, why? What is the reason of winning these games? To lose your draft pick, don't get nothing in the first round at all. It's stupid to me. It's freaking stupid. It's a bad logic. It's bad management. And yes, I gotta say this, getting Magic Johnson. And I know some of y'all might say, no. I'm saying the truth, man. It's bad. It's poor. You do not do that. Like I said before, if you knew that you had a protected first round pick, it doesn't matter if you win all these games out because you got that first round pick. But you don't have no first round pick, and it goes to Philadelphia if you don't get in the top 3 protected. After that, it's unprotected. It goes to Philadelphia. So you're basically helping Philadelphia get even better while we going backwards. What is wrong with us? Think about it. We signed 2 guys to big contracts. Now we're trying to dump them, and that was on Mitch and Jim Buss and all that. But I said before, nobody will come to the Lakers. They had to hurry up, move 90%, and they got desperate. They got nervous. They made these moves to get Miles Government and freaking Luau Banga. So they made a bad move. Okay, then we get rid of them. We bring in Magic Johnson, and now we saying Magic Johnson is going to be our savior. The problem with us as fans, and the problem with the organization, that we become desperate to the point where now we're just jumping all around. You know, 1 minute we say, yeah, get the first round, get that draft pick, get the draft pick. Then we go 3 in a straight. Oh yeah, it's good to win. It's good to win. I'll forget the draft pick. No. There's no guarantee that we're going to get somebody at the end of the season. And then y'all going to mess around, and the Lakers mess around and trade a couple of their players for stupid moves. Remember, they were going to trade 3 players for PG-13. 3 players. And somebody said, or I think it was either his agent or somebody, it might have been Kobe, said to him, no, don't do that. Don't trade the young players because when he comes to the team, who are you going to play with? So Magic Johnson was about to trade a couple players for PG-13 instead of being patient and waiting. So somebody told him, like, don't do it because if you come in, you're back in the same situation. You ain't got nobody. You know, and the PG-13 might go to LA Clippers. Who knows? But my thing is this, and I'm going to let this go. What is our goal? Are we winning the rest of the season and mess around, don't get a draft pick, don't get nothing? Nobody comes here, we right back to square one. Or do we play to freaking get the draft pick? Me personally, because it's so close and we got nothing else to lose, freaking get the draft pick. Get the lottery pick. Do not give the 76ers that pick. Let them get it next year. Listen, I told guys back at the beginning of the season, Lakers could have won 30 games. This right here proves it that we could have won 30 games. Bad coaching. Luke Walton is not the tank general. I'm taking that title away from him. We should have kept Byron Scott, the real tank commander. He would have solidified and made sure we get that draft pick. Then this year we could have let Byron Scott go. Like I said before in many of my videos, we should have kept Byron Scott this year. You know, tank again or whatever, however it may be. Let the tank commander do his job. Then let him go. I mean, shucks, you know, he'll fulfill his deed as in his deed as in being a tank commander. You know, can't nobody take that title away from Byron Scott. You know, and now Luke Walton coming here. I don't know. Like I said, you know, I don't even know if we taking. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't even know. And the reason why I said it because why even play your starters 28, 30 minutes? They should have played the first quarter and just brought the bench in. Seriously, they just brought the bench in. Let the bench play. Same thing against San Antonio and the same thing against Memphis. Just brought the bench in. Let the starters play just first quarter. After that, let the bench play the rest of the 3 quarters. Because, like I said today, if you see these guys on the bench, 13, 14, 15 player, they on that bench as 13, 14, 15 player because they're not as bad as the starters. That's what it's supposed to be. The starters will be better than your bench players. But in reality of it, we don't do that. Instead, we decide to go ahead and let our starters play, give us another freaking W. I don't care about the freaking wins right now. I know I was delusional when I said, oh yeah, I don't care if we win or lose, but I'm being honest. I'm looking at it from a business perspective and as a future situation as where we're going. We need this draft pick. And I know I said lottery rigged and all this and that. You know, I'm a conspiracy theorist when it comes to sports. I still am, but at the end of the day, it just don't make any sense to me. Why win these meaningless games that don't mean nothing? You're not going nowhere. What's the point? Freaking play the players, the starters, the first quarter, you know, and then freaking let the bench come in the next 3 quarters. Lose the rest of these freaking games. We got 3 games left. We won game over Phoenix. We need at least that second spot to make sure that we have a better chance of getting that more balls. Or I don't know what they're doing this year. I think they're supposed to be changing it up. But we need a better chance of getting that pick. Simple as that. We need a better chance. We should not have allowed Phoenix to go ahead. Phoenix won their game and we won. And I'm like, what the freak, man? You know, what's going on here? You know, we had the opportunity to have, you know, the second worst record in the league. Now we get the 3rd worst record. And right now, like I said before, these last 3 games we should lose. We should lose them. I'm gonna be so freaking furious, man, because we sit here riding on this free, and we think just because Magic Johnson here, we got a chance to get all these free agents. The only 2 people that said they clearly would like to play for LA is Cousins and PG-13. So with that being said, why not go get this draft? You know, get in the lottery. Get whoever you need to fit, whatever position that you need to fit. Rather, I don't care if it's Ball, I don't care if it's Jackson. Like I said, at the end of the day, you know, get somebody that, I know a lot of people want Fultz, but we got scores. We don't need another score. People, please wake up. We don't need a Fultz, okay? We don't need another score. There ain't enough balls to go around, guys. We got to get Brandon Ingram and D'Angelo Russell their shots. Let's be real. Jordan Clark's got to get his shots come off the bench if he don't start, whatever they decide to pick up. A lot of people are like, well, get Fultz. No. Now, Fultz might be a scorer, but we don't need a scorer. We need a facilitator. We need somebody that can set up easier shots for these guys to make. That's why I like Ball. Only reason why I like Ball because he reminds me of Jason Kidd. Because he set up shots for these guys to make easier shots. A true point guard will put players in position to score easy. When you got to fight to get scores off, even though that shows that you're a good player, but at the same time, I'd rather for a player to get easy shot. That's why I love Steve Nash, Chris Paul, true point guards, because they set up their players to get better, easier shots. We need a facilitator. We need a center, because at the end of the day, Avika, I don't know if he might be our future center. I would love for him to be our future center, but he's still developing. He's still learning. So this year will be a good year for him to come off the bench. We get rid of Tar Black, remove him. Why? Because we need Avika at least come in with that second unit to get more touches. We don't need him getting 12 minutes. We need him getting some real serious minutes. You know, however the rotation go, whatever we decide to get. But we need a bona fide center at this time, a point guard and a center, because I love to see D'Angelo Russell at the point. I'm a big JC fan, so please don't say, well, why don't JC start? Because at the end of the day, if they're not going to start JC, we got to look at what the organization is looking at. And with that being said, the organization right now is at a point where we need a bona fide center, somebody that can catch lobs. Who we don't need him to score. We need like a DeAndre Jordan type of center. You know, somebody that's not looking to get touches. Because we got too many scores. We need somebody that can actually rebound, block shots, play defense. That's all we need. We don't need no serious center. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need. That's why I say I like Black, but he's just too small. You know, Robinson, he's really powerful, but like I said, we just need a center. But anyway, I'm just frustrated because we really need to lose these freaking games. We don't need to win. We need to get that lottery pick. Simple as that. We don't need to go into this season and go into next season we're not even get no draft pick. And everybody said, what about the second round? Okay, well, second round is second round. But I like to get, you know, this is a little deeper draft than last year. Last year, like I told people, the best players that came out last year was Ingram and freaking Simmons, and we don't know what Simmons is because he's been hurt all season. So this draft is the biggest draft right now, and we need to solidify an opportunity to at least get something out of it. Don't walk away with nothing. Come on, y'all not thinking business-wise, you know. Why win these meaningless games? Luke Walton, you should know better, man. And I know Magic Johnson said something to you, and if he didn't, I don't know what the hell Magic Johnson thinking. We need to get this lottery pick. Even if we trade him, I don't care. We still need to get it in order to make a chance either get him to be a part of the team or trade him depending on where we fall. If Lonzo Ball get picked up first and Jackson get picked up second and we get the third pick, I wouldn't get Fultz. If I did get Fultz, I would trade him. Why? Because like I said, we got too many scores. I would trade Fultz to get something else, you know, for somebody. You know, PG-13, I don't know, just, you know, but end of the day, I'm just frustrated. I'm trying to calm down. Listen, guys, I love you guys. I just hope that the Lake organization don't be a dunce, you know, or deuce, whatever you want to call it, and freaking not walk away with nothing. That this is the worst move I've ever seen. These games are meaningless. I don't know why the hell they winning. It's your man Urban Love signing out, man. I'm going out to Burger King, man. I'm going to freaking pull my pants down and moon the freaking cashier, and I'm gonna drive off and get chased by the cops because that's what I do when I'm upset. Anyway, y'all take care. Have a blessed day. Be safe out there. Much love to y'all guys. Get in the comment section. Tell me what you think about this game. Y'all know the deal.